But Sarah Palin, who was she 2 months ago? We didn't know who she was. There are plenty of local races rocking the polls as well. We'll visit with Utah's newest House Representative, Jason Chaffetz.
To ban the gay marriages.
Susan, why do you think it's gotten so negative? I mean, these ads, they're not playing nice at all. We know the economy's forefront, but one thing I don't think either candidate really addressed was immigration.
How would you rate your sense of humor?
Me? Oh, yes. I'm funny.
Yeah.
See, you're laughing.
That is
funny. I had one other story that I wanted to share that I found right here in USA Today. You know, one other thing Kyle Korver brought in was the tween fan base. Oh. Now, joining us today, one of my favorite singers of all time, Air Supply's Graham Russell.
Interesting idea. Brandy Vega.
Yeah, quick question for you, Jason. You took quite a bit of heat early on in this election talking about illegal immigration, possibly a tent city. With all the ethics stuff, it kind of seems like that's toned down.
There they are.
I had to take off the shoes, run upstairs, get
You did a great job.
How do you think I get my workout? I beat up the vending machine to get my candy bar out.
It's like 60 feet from here and you came back.
But many other reports say if this were to pass, that alcohol would be available to all these high school seniors who then would be able to just pick up beer, whatever they want to pick up for Friday night parties, and provide it to all the other students. A woman from Maine might go to jail because she won't return a library book. Your son's lying in the hospital with a brain injury, and they ask you, would you like to donate his organs? I mean, as a mother, I just can't imagine what emotions go through you, but you have to feel that maybe he lives on in a way if you do this.
Yoga for more than 5,000 years. That's it.
Yeah, it stood the test of time because millions of people say it really does make them physically and mentally stronger. But can it do more than that? Anxiety is sweeping through the country as nervous voters wait to see who the next leader of the United States will be. William Charles Ayers, better known as Bill Ayers, is an American college professor and former 1960s anti-war activist. He's known for the radical nature of his activism in the 1960s and 1970s, as well as his current work in education reform, curriculum, and instruction. In 1969, he co-founded the radical left organization Weather Underground, which conducted a campaign of bombing public buildings during that time. Now he's a professor at the University of Illinois at Chicago. But how does an admitted terrorist become a professor? And Chicago's Citizen of the Year. And when asked if he would do it again, he said, "I don't want to discount the possibility." Ayers has not denied those quotes, but he said he was misunderstood, deliberately distorted. So here you have a guy who obviously admitted what he had done, admitted to setting these bombs, said that he would possibly consider it again, and he is teaching your children.
Well, I don't know. He's not teaching my kids.
I was just going to say, no, he's not going to be teaching my kids,
that's the way the free market capitalism system works. Now, he might have gotten off. He's not convicted of any kind of a crime for this thing, although he admitted it.
It almost reminds me, how about you, Danny, the book, O.J. Simpson's book,
yeah.
If I Did It. Okay, he's got a book out there saying, yeah, I did that. I bombed these buildings. When you approached your parents, in your heart, you must have thought, I am gay. Did you think that you could change the way you felt with counseling and with retraining your mind?
I did, and I knew that this is not who I was, and it is not who I have a really personal relationship with God, and I knew it's not who He wanted me to be and who I was supposed to be.
People who are gay or lesbian, they say it's something I was born with. This is a genetic thing. I wouldn't want to be gay or homosexual in any way. You don't think it's something you're born with. You think it's something you're taught, and you think that you can be cured, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, for lack of a better word.
He saw a vehicle enter the freeway with a single occupant. He attempted to pull that vehicle over, and the vehicle fled from him.
The pursuit starts around 400 South and I-15. Troopers say 25-year-old Amos Hayes was behind the wheel, weaving dangerously in and out of traffic, nearly hitting several cars and reaching speeds up to 100 miles an hour.
There's a probability that he was under the influence of alcohol and/or drugs.
Dashing from lane to lane, the driver decides to make a quick exit off 45th South, but he doesn't quite make it. This is where the chase ended. The suspect tried to round the corner, couldn't make it, hopped up over the curb, lost control of the car, and then took off on foot. Take a look at the actual footage. You see Hayes lose control of the car, and just when you think the chase is over, he leaps out of the window and takes off on foot. But he's no match for the fleet-footed cops.
About 200 yards from the vehicle, he was apprehended and taken into custody without incident.
Luckily, no one was injured in this scary 2-minute joyride. Brandy Vega, ABC 4 News.
Here goes the hair.
Now that was quite the ride. I've never ridden with the tracks, but it was really, really hot. I loved every second of it. I need one of those.